Well, I'm Brian. I work on the facilities with Larry Wadsworth, and we have a great guys of our team. And so what I normally do is I clean up all the stains. I wipe down the tables. You guys just saw that. Yeah, I'm here for 3 years now. Next year will be 4. And then 5 will be up in the role, and then that's what I'm going to be doing. And so it's just a really cool way of showing Jesus by knowing him, by loving him. And that's what all this is about. So anyways, I don't know who's going to sit here, but I pray for the table as I'm going. I think about what this person is going to be going through. You know, it's like you guys could be going through a divorce, or you guys could be going through something really difficult. You guys could have you guys might have a kid with special needs, and you don't know how to raise him, or you're just confused. And I just think about all the cool things out here that God is doing for people's lives. You know, God is changing our lives. And this is really sticky today. I don't know where all that sticky stuff came from.
The doctor who gave us the diagnosis had the bedside manner of a cactus. What we did know was that he was deaf in one ear. What we found out was that he had microcephaly, which sounded like a word a mile long in my mind, especially since there was no Google. I wasn't like searching to see what was this name. I had to look in a dictionary to find out what that even meant. I wish he had just said that small cephaly head. Microcephaly means he has a smaller head. I wish that would have been a thing. But basically he said, he'll be what you make of him. And that's how he talked about Brian. And it made me feel very sad, but also empowered to just go, you know what? Okay, we'll see what God can do with this child. Because you may think that you can write him off and he'll be whatever you make of him. But we'll see what God can do.
Hey, Cole. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Janice, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Nicole? Hey, Pastor Jamie.
The main reason we had gone to Scottsdale Bible Church was because of their special needs program, because we wanted something for our son, Brian. The process of getting to the position of being the special needs director at Scottsdale Bible Church was a process that I wasn't specifically pursuing. Worship him in Jerusalem. They were interested in some of my ideas of what could happen with the ministry.
Like when he made all the fish.
After 3 times of hearing people say, hey, would you consider doing this? I started to realize that God wanted me to do that. And so in the interview process, I remember saying to the group, I'm probably going to come at it more as a mom and as an educator, because that is my background. But also I care very much about how people are being treated in the ministry and the environment that they have in order for them to feel welcome and a place where Scottsdale Bible says, we want you here. In fact, we need you here. sometimes people just need to know this: God loves you. And you know what? Sometimes that's the only thing we have to let someone know. So let's pray and ask that God would help us to be loving people. Do we want to be people that go to other people and go, I don't want to be around you? Is that showing God's love? No. So let's find ways that we can do that for other people, to live and love like Jesus, okay? Because did Jesus pick and choose? I had already been working at Scottsdale Bible, and the lady who was working on facilities at the time said, "What about Brian working on facilities?" Now, he not only gets to work really hard, which he loves to do, he gets to do something that he usually doesn't, that he can't do, and that's drive. He gets to drive around in the golf cart. It literally is his happy place, and it's a good work environment.
I have a really cool band cover. His name is Virgil. And we have practice this Thursday and my 5th gig on Friday.
Wow.
I'm so excited about this.
That's awesome.
Special Ministries at Scottsdale Bible Church is a ministry to people impacted by special needs. We have one person with special needs, for example, but the impact of that one person is on multiple people. So you could have your person with special needs, and they have a mom and a dad that are needing some comfort and encouragement and help, and siblings that are trying to figure out, gee, where do I fit into this whole equation?
We always love to have someone new here with us, so we're so glad you came. And she brought her mom and dad to say hi. Can you say hi to her mom and dad over here? Okay, all right.
We minister holistically in a lot of ways to the entire family, to make sure that each one, knowing that they are at differing levels of hurt or pain, if you will, because we're all trying to grasp whether we accept what God's given us or not. I wouldn't say that the stage I'm at now of accepting what God gave me is the same as when Brian was 5.
Brian, so you've ridden before? Mounting a horse like
Yeah. Well, I rode.
My younger sister had a metabolic disorder at birth that was not detected. And because of that, the very food that she ate caused a developmental delay. I mean, I know my sister had special needs, but now to think my son has special needs, it felt almost surreal. I just didn't want to maybe believe it was true. I was seeing all the challenges instead of really what God was doing through him and even through us in the midst of that.
I'm not afraid of sharing about my disability. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not frustrated with it, because it is what it is. And God created me to have that for a purpose.
Brian could not say words in order the right way. He could not enunciate words correctly. So we spent years in front of a mirror helping him form sentences correctly and even express his thoughts. It's one of the things that he finds challenging even today to get to the point of what he's trying to say.
My mom, that's what she did because she loved me so much that she really wanted me to learn how to speak, how to talk.
Along life's way, Brian has gotten himself into all kinds of trouble. He's had knee surgery, he's had shoulder surgery.
It was way out there. I was like super excited. The surfboard went up into my arm, my boogie board went up in my arm, dislocated it.
I would say that the challenge of raising a son with special needs in those younger years were quite great, very difficult. We were called home because he had ransacked his room or he was fighting with the babysitter. It was like, hey, could someone come over and watch our kids? And you almost picture the babysitter going, no, don't tell him no. Like all these kind of things were going on, and my husband and I were thinking, I have no idea how this is going to turn out.
First stairs and story time, then play. Stop. First discussion, then toys. I'm gonna stand in front. We're gonna go discussion first.
You're trying to determine on a regular basis, is that defiance and disobedience, or is that their special needs? It is literally the most difficult thing about parenting children with special needs. It has worked an amount of patience in me that I think I could be in the middle of a hurricane and it not faze me at times.
We're going this way. Count to 5 and then walk that way. Stop. Rock. It's time to go.
I think one song.
It's time to go.
One song.
Look at.
To be able to help other parents through that, those kind of things mean the world. And we get to provide that for them. And it's a beautiful thing to do. I think the beauty of what we have to offer as a ministry is a chance to be able to have moms and dads realize that what God has given them is a gift.
I know, did you hear that? We're going to decorate the ponies and we get to lead them around.
Jalen, give me a smile.
Smile at Linda. That's a good one.
Where's that guy doing camera?
Oh, he's saying hello. Say hi.
Hi.
What are you doing out here?
Games.
Games? What else?
What horses and play games.
What is your favorite?
Basketball.
Basketball? How old are you?
22.
And you're a basketball player and a horse rider.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, what are you going to do next?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some video of you doing whatever you do next.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
5, 6.
Like closer to us, so they're right at our fence line. It's all right there.
Yeah.
We are there.
There you go. Take that off my hand. There you go. See?
Perfect.
Leave that right there for you.
Have a brush, please.
Hey.
A brush.
I remember one parent walking in and just burst into tears because every time she had been somewhere with her child, they had given her the laundry list of things that their child, well, he wasn't doing this and he wasn't doing that. She came in, dropped him off. I have my phone. I've got everything. Just call me if there's a problem, all that kind of thing. Went through the whole class. She comes back to pick him up and goes, no one called. No one needed me. Yeah, he did great because this is made just for him. And realizing, you mean my son belongs somewhere? Like 7 years they had been not able to go to church as a family. And now they finally realized, we can do this. And each week they come in still now. And it's so beautiful. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. John 3:16. That is an important message. Do you think it's important? There are multiple ministries under one umbrella. So for the super kids, for those children who need a self-contained classroom, our room is a place where our little friends with special needs feel that this room is made for me. We want the colors to be calm. We want the toys to be welcoming. We want the way that we teach the kids to feel very much on their level. We want them, if they need to walk around while they're listening to the story, that's fine. In our room, it's tailor-made for them.
And he taught them, but it wasn't enough. We want more!
They're the best people ever, so.
My name is Zoe. I was born and my mom said, my dad said, I love you so much. And yeah.
What's your name?
Elijah,
How old are you?
10,
What did you build here?
a fortress.
Fortress.
These are stuffed animals who yet I protect in the forts with. Well, this big green one is mine, and his name is Spark.
And then, so you like to do it?
I think I'll go play now.
Okay, go play.
Can't get it back.
Oh, show me. Show me how to do it. Take it out What's in it?
Your device.
Well, let me see it.
No,
I want to see where it's at.
it's in the middle.
Show me.
Sometimes what happens with our friends with special needs, it's not that they mean to be disruptive or they just aren't reading all the social cues that maybe are right out there that other people have kind of figured out. They may need someone who's going to help them through those kind of things.
Ready? So towards after discussion. Do you see it on here? Listen. Listen on the left. 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17.
We really knew something was special about him when he was about 15 months old. So the only way that he could really communicate was like through sheer displeasure, meaning screams, tantrums, fits of rage, and self-harm. That's when I told Jalila, I'm like, we need to see a specialist. Like, this can't be okay.
It's hard to love people, right?
Rocky got diagnosed with autism.
They told us, yeah, he's pretty severe on the spectrum.
Have you ever climbed a mountain in Phoenix, like Camelback or something, where you can like look out and see the city? Right. He went up there and he's like, maybe God will change his mind and he will lose.
The church that we were at before, of no fault of their own, but just out of naivety, like nobody really knew what to do with him. So nobody would want to take him into Sunday school, or nobody would want to watch him. We didn't have any babysitters, like things like that. And then the first week that we went to Scottsdale Bible, I remember I just started sobbing, like, maybe this isn't just a place where Rocky comes, but this is a place where Rocky thrives.
A completely different country. So it wasn't just the Israelites that got messages from God. No.
Well, the first time we dropped him off, usually it would be like, here, have a tablet, sit in the corner, and you're good. But here, he actually did participate in the whole Sunday school program for special needs kids. So he heard the word, he sang the songs, and all of that. He was excited. He was like, super excited when we went to pick him up. For the first time, Rocky actually was a participant for real, not just childcare.
It was the first time that I ever had the experience of somebody like thanking me that they got to spend time with Rock, and really making me feel like I was doing them a favor by allowing them to be with him for that, hour and a half. And like, I was just like, wow, this is great. Yeah, it was very refreshing. Carolyn came to me and said, you know, I think he's ready to be like integrated, not 100%, but like if we send him with a buddy that will be, you know, his helper, that we want him to go over to the normal Discovery Kids building and be with kids his own age. And I said, if you think he's ready, then I'm all for it. Like, let's try it.
I really love seeing how Student Life Rock progresses. It's just so fun to see as a special buddy and get to be an advocate for them in that. I walk away receiving so much more than I ever anticipated. I learned so much from the students and how they view life, and I love to get to see that happen.
Good job playing soccer, though.
It shows how much they care and how much they actually invest into the kids. And now he's in this, you know, ministry where they are making him the pioneer, creating the way for other kids. And I'm so beyond grateful for what God has done and how he just affirms over and over again that he has us right where he wants us.
When they told us probably would not be able to, you know, function, and you look at him now, it's amazing.
It's easy for people to think special ministries, oh yeah, I saw those rooms. That's where those guys go, that's where they worship. But our friends with special needs, if they were all incorporated into the church to where it was just, it didn't feel like it was a separate place, but it felt like we were ebbing and flowing together. That is the ultimate goal, because quite frankly, that's heaven. People from all backgrounds serving together, worshiping and saying, "Worthy is the Lamb" together. Our people with special needs are needed among the congregation because they help us see the world in a totally different way. And that's what I would love for everybody to experience at our church.
I never alone love you.
The Spirit of God within them is not disabled. They have a way of ministering to people that time and time again, people will say, oh my goodness, I felt so much love and I felt so much joy just by being around them. Well, that's because that's the joy and the love that God provides, and that's oozing out through them effortlessly.
I'll pray for you.
Yeah.
There was a girl on the bus, and I told her I would pray for her and I would calm her down, and I told her to take deep breaths. That's what I do. And I go, that calms me down, and it makes me not shake and stuff.
And you calmed her down?
It did calm her down.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We find ourselves oppressed by all the things that are going on with bills and all the things we need to do, and all they're thinking about is how to help the next guy or how to think about this person. It's actually quite indicting to each one of us as we see them love other people and realize, wow, that's really how it should look.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Good to see you, friend.
Oh Lord, you formed all that I am. For it was you who knit me together.
What do you love most about special ministries?
I love the joy and the fellowship. You walk in the door and you just feel the joy and the love.
I love how much they love the Lord and are not embarrassed to talk about their faith. I admire their outlook on life. They just want to have friends and be loved, and I just find that so refreshing.
I find you in the highest of the heavens, perceive you in the darkness of the deep. I'm resting in the comfort of your presence. It's only got eyes, give me a line right now, and I want to pray for them. 'Cause you formed in the image of your likeness. You hide in the shadows of your grace. Will you search me? Know my every weakness and lead me everlasting ways. And I find
SBC.
So, if there's anything else you guys want to, you guys can ever, if you guys ever want me to be praying for you guys, I'm always here available. So, we'll figure it out.
How could I fathom you? My frame was not hidden, it was not hidden from you.